Hello there, and welcome back to the channel, where today we're back with yet another trailer analysis video for Phoenix News. Hotel Magnate, of course, has its Kickstarter, and I went over a video, of course, going over that a couple days ago, but I wanted to look more in depth at the trailer, because I haven't done that yet, and I didn't do that in that video either, and just have a look at what the trailer reveals in general about the early stages of the game. So, without any further ado, here is the complete trailer if you have not seen it yet. If you do want to just skip to the analysis section, you can skip forward around 2 minutes and 17 seconds.
Do you have what it takes to be a hotel manager? Let me tell you, the hospitality industry is one gigantic garbage fire, and guests are the fuel that keeps the whole show running. So where does one begin? It's all about location. How about a delightful seaside resort? A humble hotel in the big city, or a motel in the middle of nowhere? We all have to start somewhere. Once you've secured a suitable spot, it's time to build. Start off with the foundations, throw in a reception desk, add some necessities, slap on a few decorations, and finish the job with a scenic patio before painting your motel blue, because that's always classy. However, that's only the beginning. Take a look at what you can eventually accomplish. We're talking about the creme de la creme, spanning a stunning pool area, exclusive restaurant and bar, a gym to work off those extra calories, booming nightlife activities, a casino to take more of your guests' money, and a cozy corner for your patrons to retire to at the end of the day. Can someone please check if he's breathing? Of course, there's always the possibility of disaster. It can strike from anywhere. Take this malfunctioning equipment, for example. Things can go from bad to worse in a blink of an eye. Fortunately, there's emergency equipment available for occasions like these. Unless you forgot to order them. To avoid this situation entirely and keep your business running smoothly, it's important to hire the right staff. When it comes to maintenance, you need a professional touch. Good work, I suppose. Once you've worked out the kinks, you will be the proud owner of the finest hotel around. For at least a few miles.
Righty-ho then, that was the trailer. Very interesting, very amazing, very fantastical, I'm sure. Or maybe you hated it, I don't know. I can't predict what you thought of the trailer, can I? Anyway, let's get into the analysis part of it. I'm not going to say I'm very good at analysis. I'm not going to say I am very bad at analysis. All I know is I like looking at these things to see what exactly they consist of. So, what do we see here? Well, the windows are reflective, I think. Are they? I'm not too sure if the windows are reflective. There's something in the windows. I think it's just the rooms, actually. It might just be... Yeah, it's just the rooms. Never mind. I thought it was a reflection of the pool. It is not. It is some sort of room stuff in there. But what can we see? We can see there's an awful lot of hot tubs. We have hot tubs around the swimming pool here. You can see in the bottom there. And there's a couple over here. As well as a nice swimming pool, which is a nice size, nice shape. And there's sunbeds and all that as well. There are staff working around too, and there's some kind of special luxury room with their own hot tubs on the far right at the top there, because those are rooms that have their own dedicated hot tub, which is probably going to be quite expensive if you want to stay there. There's also some segregated seating areas for the eating of food, which is quite cool. There's an awful lot of customizability, it seems, to how you build your thing. It could be set up as person architect, I guess, where you say like people can eat here, like this room for like dining is there, the room for the kitchen is there, kind of thing, and it all goes and does that itself. I would assume that's the easiest way for that to work. In here we have a bar mixed with a kind of dining kitchen area, as well as a kitchen in the middle, which is quite nice. It's quite a small kitchen and quite a decently sized indoor and outdoor, by the way, area. This is the same thing we just saw a couple seconds back, just the inside of the same hotel. I assume this is the same hotel as well. They've got a gym area and some kind of like lounge area on the far right. Some storage in the bottom right corner as well, just at the very bottom there if you can't quite see it as well. They've got an interesting chair if I go back a second or so there. Yeah, that chair. It looks like just a rock. I'm going to mute the trailer. I can't see it. There you go. That just looks like a rock, doesn't it? I'd say it looks like a rock, to be honest, instead of like a normal thing. Anyway. Here are some rooms, of course. You've got some pretty generic rooms. You have them with a nice flat screen TV. They have their bedroom, and they have the toilet area in there as well. They all seem to be pretty generic, although they do all have no real uniformity to them. They're all different colors. The only uniformity is the layout. They're all different colors, different types of furniture, which is interesting. Whether or not they're just trying to showcase that in the trailer, I don't know. This is also not the bottom floor. You can see there's a staircase down on the top left there. So there's obviously multi-floor hotels. I mean, you guessed that already. There's another lounge area in each of the staircases as well. But it's pretty basic. Nothing much else there to see. There's an outdoor area, actually, just on the far left as well. On top of the roof. Here is a disco, not a bar, I'd say. This is more of a disco area. There's some disco chairs, there's some disco dancing. This guy in the bottom corner is absolutely going for it. And there appears to be no one at the bar. There's an awful lot of people standing around the bar, but not actually getting anything to drink. And here is a toilet. The showers actually have actual particles coming off them, and that guy is doing the toilet, which is great. It looks like he has a bin bag on top of him, to be honest. Oh, no, it's a light. Okay, it's a light, never mind. Oh, wait. There we go. We got a casino area as well. There's casinos in the game. We know about that already. But they're quite interesting. You've got, I don't know what you get in casinos. I know you get the big tables, and that is what's over there. You get the, you get these things with the thing that you pull, and they work, and all that stuff. Very descriptive, man. And there's some nice seating area. Quite generic phone. I like the lights on the wall. They're quite nice. And the lighting looks quite nice in terms of the graphical effects for it as well. They're interesting. Anyway, let's carry on. Here's the same view of the same thing, just further along. This is actually quite a small... This looks like it's not using much of that plot we saw a while ago. We'll see the plot in full soon, but it looks like it's only using up like a bottom corner, like a quarter of the plot you can possibly build in. Maybe wrong, but I'll show you how I mean that soon. There's also a little access to the roof area, which is cool. Anyway, there's outdoor fountains, there's lots of outdoor plants, a variety of them, that you can use to make the place nice, and outdoor pathing, of course, and hedges, too. And there is the small starting area, of the reception. You can see there's a computer, reception desk, and all that good stuff, and some very weird flooring choices. And storage on the far right as well, which is great. Alrighty. I feel like I might just mute their stock music in the background now. Right, yeah. That doesn't seem like it's using much of the possible building area. I may be wrong. It's maybe just invisible walls. I'm not too sure, but it doesn't look very big, does it? If we can make things bigger than that, that is going to be amazing. I don't know what the height limit or the building limit is. I'm not too sure. But yeah. You can build at the seaside, of course. That's a seaside resort. Whether or not you can build on the seaside, I don't know. Like, if you could build huts and stuff on the shore, I don't think you can. But if you could, that would be awesome. Like, that would be really cool. There's a tennis courts area in the back of there. You can see it just there, and some sort of delivery area with that van there. We see that later on again. But yeah, I thought this was the plot they were showing off. So this is not the plot. So what I was saying was completely wrong. But I'm wondering, I assume because there's high-rise buildings in some form or another around this, you could build a high-rise hotel as well, which would be cool. A motel, of course, is very cool. You can make a countryside thing. These are all the different locations. There's a kind of dusty motel in the outskirts of, I don't know, the desert. Here is one in a more forgiving area, I'd say, landform, which is nicer. Of course, you want to build smaller things there. What I'm wondering is whether or not you can have multiple hotels. I haven't actually asked the developers that. I probably should, because they'll tell me. I'm sure if they tell everyone else on Discord as well all the questions. Yeah, I'm sure someone's asked it as well, but I assume you could probably build more than one hotel. You could have like a multi-chain business, like a hotel chain. If you could, that would be cool. Here we get to see a first glimpse of the UI, which looks, it reminds me of The Sims 3. Don't know if that's good or bad. I don't know. I assume the trees as well you see are the building limits and just invisible walls. I don't imagine you'll be able to destroy more of the trees and rocks to expand that area, but I may be wrong. There's a floor counter on the left there, so you can go up and down floors. I don't know how high that goes yet. You got your building, you got your furniture, you got a demolishing button, you've got a painting button, you've got a floors button, you've got a curves button, which I think is for curving the walls, staircases button, windows and doors button, and that is about it. There's also some pie charts, research, I think. So yeah, research, some kind of pie chart thing, and then a employees thing in the bottom right down there. Can you stop coming up, bloody playing menu? You also have the date and time counters and all that in the top left as well. Okay, cool. Let's carry on here. I think that's your funds in the very middle as well. Yeah, it's the funds. £9,430. Doesn't seem like much money to start with to build a hotel. So that'll be interesting. If I go back 10 seconds there, sorry. We got some nice shots of stuff being built. That was what I wanted to show off. The building there, you can, that little curve that I saw, I was correct in saying that's how you curve walls. So you make a straight thing, like in Software Inc., but here you can curve it to make it kind of rounded, which is quite cool. And that's what that tool will allow you to do. So you could create a rounded room. Here they're creating a reception. Of course, you've got a default reception desk. We also get a little look at the furniture in the bottom right there. So you get beds, tables, dressing tables, pools, casino tables, hedges, and reception desk. I'm wondering why they just put an "aww" in the search bar, but hey ho. And here they're making a gym area, which is quite nice. That's again gym furniture. You selected the running thingamajiggery doodad. You can tell I do a lot of gymnastics, can't you? And now they're making the rooms, so you just make your rooms as you do. I assume you'd have to zone them, you'd think, or maybe it's just automatically detected, I don't know. But making the rooms, furnish them yourself. You get wall lights, potted plants. There's 8 types of potted plants at the moment. Several types of wall lights, two types of wall lights in that menu. There's also a lot of kitchen stuff. You can make your own. You just design everything. I don't know if they have default rooms like you can design, because I know stuff like Prison Architect, they have like, this is what a basic cell is like. If you want to use this instead of building your own, then do that. Same as I don't think Software Inc. has that actually, but I know a lot of people like that. That could be a good idea to have in the future. Here they're building an outdoor veranda kind of area, which is nice. Looks quite nice. A different design for a hotel. Not one you see in the UK much, but I know it's more American from movies I've seen. Here is the floor and wall painting idea. A nice blue. We're making a tennis courts as well. And they've built a kitchen and diner area. This time the kitchen is in blue completely, which is interesting. Anyway, tennis courts are being built there. Cool. The game is a bit laggy there. There you go. They are walking around. This is a nice little area. You can see the animation on the water is amazingly nice. If I go back again there, sorry. We'll get to rewatch all of that. But what I want to watch is the background of this shot. Right now. Yeah. The flashing lights from the disco you can see as well. You can see right through there. I was wanting to double check that's what it is. Them dancing around. You can see that. We're back to some of the same shots we had at the start of the trailer again. You can see more in depth their dancing skills there and how horrendously weird they are. But it looks awesome. I assume that's like an area they'll walk over to and dance on their own. Yeah, that's about it. There's people doing the toilet, having showers, sleeping, sitting down, all that good stuff, and passed out on the bed. That's why you don't go to the club and dance like that, I assume. But yeah, we're basically getting the same shots, and the point of a trailer now is to show or to demonstrate stuff by the person who is voicing over it. You get a guest number and a bed number in the bottom menu as well. There's 65 guests from what I can tell, and 45 beds. I don't know, 45 out of 45, I assume that means they're either full or empty. Here is something that's broken down, though. You get a little pop-up with the orange button there, and that will show you that item requires a repair. So you can get someone to repair it. A member of staff will come along and repair said thing eventually. Oh, or not. It's just going to go up in flames. Okay, that's not good. That's... Yeah. You might want to make sure you have maintenance staff. Right, you get a better look at the kitchen here. And there's a lot of detail. The plates and the pans are obviously being moved around by the AI guys. The food is in the kind of menu over there. I assume you'd have to make sure you buy food and all that as well. They look like quite intricate boxy meals, which is quite nice in keeping with a design trend there. It looks quite nice. You've got a fire extinguisher. That's probably a good point. You want to put a fire extinguisher in places that stuff could blow up or go in flames. Also, I mean, if it's blown up, then that's probably not what you can do by that point, because the place will be falling to bits. Anyway. Apparently you can do wreak havoc on your people who are living there as well, so I assume you could activate the fires in that yourself. I don't know, Phil. Here we've got someone repairing. Oh man, hiccups. Said thing. Give it a little bit of a kick. It's just more comedy for the trailer. And it's fixed. Great. Here we get a better look at the dining area. You can see there are people sitting around. I assume that's families. I don't assume some randomers are sitting together. Maybe I'm wrong, Phil, I don't know. I assume you'd want to have family rooms and single rooms and all that. Although, we haven't seen family rooms yet in this trailer at all. So I don't know where families of 6 would be sleeping at the moment, would be my question, but hey ho. And there you go, there's a washing area, a storage area, the place that's on fire area, which is probably bad. They might want to check that, to be honest. But yes, that is Hotel Magnate. So, it looks like it blends like a lot of Software Inc.'s design focus and person architect stuff, and it makes a hotel game which is looking pretty cool. I'm not going to say it's amazing yet because I haven't played it. I have to say I had to play something and know it's amazing before I say it's amazing, but it looks like it could be amazing. So yeah, if you want to support it on Kickstarter, there are 30 odd days left for that to go. You can check the link in the description for that. However, if you are just wanting to support the game, you can go and follow them on Discord, Twitter, and all of that good stuff. But until I see you next in another video, I'll thank you very much for watching, and cheerio.